for the first time.
Welcome to another exciting Star Trek Discovery commentary. This time it's Season 3, Episode 8, The Sanctuary.
You're my sanctuary.
Hey Starfleet boy, this is the introduction to the best Star Trek villain ever, Osira, yeah!
Did you ever hear my song about Osira?
No.
You know that song?
No.
Elvira? Do you know that song Elvira? The
No.
Country song? Oh, okay.
No. No. Are you going anywhere with this? Or?
Well, I was just going to say I have a parody song. I could sing it now if you...
Sure.
All right.
Why not?
Osira. Now I don't want to do it. That's it. My heart's on fire. All right, that's it. I'm ready. I'm queued up. We have Blue Sparrow already in the audience. Hopefully we'll get Braxton, unless, well, it is a Friday night. Maybe he's out, at the gym right now.
Okay, sure. Let's get started right away because I'm hungry and I want to eat.
Oh, you want to eat?
I want to eat right after this.
This is going to spoil your appetite, but I'm ready. I'm ready.
Let's get it queued up in 3, 2, 1, go.
Previously on Star Trek,
Osira, bring the Andorian. She hacked up his antennae. Oh, God.
Ugh, I hate her.
She's a real bitch.
She is a real bitch. A bitch. Do you see John Cameron Mitchell's going to play the Tiger King? And Kate McKinnon is going to play Carol Baskin.
Mick Cage. What would you say?
You know John Cameron Mitchell?
No.
Oh, you never saw Hedwig and the Angry Inch?
So who's playing the Tiger King?
That guy, John Cameron Mitchell.
I thought Nicolas Cage was playing him.
No.
Nicolas Cage is playing him, though.
Oh, it may be in a movie. Sorry, this is a TV series. My bad. It's an NBC series. I'll try to find the article. Not right now, though. Oh. It's a good shot of her. Michelle Yeoh does not look like her age at all.
It's
not like
makeup.
it's not just that. Well, yeah, but like, I don't know. Oh, like digital makeup, maybe?
No, I mean just makeup. What do you think she looks like? 20 years old?
She does kind of look 30.
She looks young for her age, but not like far off her age. I mean,
she looks 30,
you go back and look at
maybe 40.
Jesus Christ, man, what are you, blind? But anyway, sorry. No, you go back and look at her in Tomorrow Never Dies. She's really like fair looking there. Like there's a difference. She looks different now, man. You got to look at her back in the day, though. That's the thing.
That's so nice. Canadians
You're so used to seeing her in everything in the past like 20 years. Go back 20 years ago and look at her. I mean, she's aged so beautifully. She's always. I'm not trying to make fun of her.
No, I know. I know what you're saying. She doesn't look.
Stop attacking me.
Happy Friday, Braxton. What up? The timestamp for
I don't
Blue.
feel safe anymore. Go ahead. Yeah.
With who, me?
I'm joking. Go ahead. I'm looking up this Tiger King miniseries shit.
That's funny.
Tiger King movie.
2 minutes.
Cage.
30, 31. Actually, I'm going a little ahead. It's 2 minutes, 33, 34, 35, 36.
I looked up the Tiger King movie. Nicolas Cage to play
No.
Joe
TV
Exotic.
show. Oh, that makes sense for him.
TV series. Well, it's only going to give me the documentary series.
NBC.
No.
My heart rate is elevated too. Burnham, I'll never leave your side. Also, Burnham, why don't I check in later?
I love when Giorgio says, "Get off my plane." Or is that somebody else? I can't remember.
That's definitely someone else.
She doesn't sound like that either.
Book is Book has got a lot of drama around. He's not drama, but he's got a lot of drama around him.
Yeah, there's lots of drama.
See, they did the right thing this time.
What's the guy? Never mind.
Which guy? The
I'm trying to verify your outrageous story.
John Cameron Mitchell.
I think you told lies.
No, I swear.
I'm just wondering why nothing about that is coming up.
That is weird.
It's always Nicolas Cage. So
Maybe that's a Canada thing. Here,
I have to figure it out. I have to figure this shit out.
I'll look it up for you.
No, I'm doing it. Didn't do this all for nothing.
Google even auto-completed. There's a Deadline article about it that came out in 20.
Okay, finally, yeah. An article from April 19th.
Yeah, there you go.
Joe Exotic limited series with Kate McKinnon.
Yep.
So we're getting 2 versions of Joe Exotic.
Yeah, it's like crazy.
If anybody hasn't seen the Tiger King, where have you been?
Carol
It's
Baskin.
one of those shows I had no, one of those things I had no interest in. Everybody just kept talking about it. I was like, fine, I'll watch the first one and probably never watch it again. Hooked.
Look, it's a Star Trek Picard badge! Yay!
Believe me.
So this is the actor's name is, what's her name? Osira?
I don't know, somebody kid her.
Yeah, she's Margot Kidder's niece. And she looks a lot like her. In fact, I think she could play Lois Lane. I'm surprised she hasn't.
I just stepped away from her a second. Did you say something?
Yeah, I said I think she even looks like Lois Lane.
No.
And that
Yes, she does, actually. You wouldn't know it was her, because I could recognize the actress when I saw her without the makeup. But man, that is piled on so thick on her face. And around the mouth. It's like one of these, full mask makeup jobbies where same thing happened with Laurel. And what's the robot girl again? Arium.
Yep.
Well,
hers is like super,
Yeah, you have
thick.
this makeup that doesn't allow the actors to emote.
As
Or at least
much. They
properly.
still do it. It's just harder for them to do it.
Yeah, but when you're putting a very human-like face over a human face, it literally looks like the
It looks like
character,
Odo.
the characters in the Primus video.
It's like how Odo
Winona and her
couldn't-
big brown beaver.
It's like how Odo couldn't complete.
Okay, and
like a
I need to
perfect-
clarify. Anybody who wants to know what I'm talking about, look up Primus, Winona, and her big brown beaver. And also, they had these Duracell commercials from back in the day where the family was powered by the batteries. They were like very
those guys.
plastic-looking people. That's what they did with the Orions, and it fucking sucks. But that's their job, to make things worse and not better.
It's true.
It's true. You agree with that? What the? You've changed. You're supposed to say no. Stop it. Stop it, or I'll leave. I'll never come back.
She does look like she
It looks,
doesn't look as
fucking awful, and
doesn't-
not nobody's saying it. Like nobody's pointing, and they're like,
No,
"Oh, it's
because
fine."
it
I'm like,
doesn't
"No, it
look-
looks fucking awful. They all look
it
fucking
doesn't
terrible."
look as bad as you say, but I can't argue with what you're saying because when I think about it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's the same principle. Like he's not wrong. It's just not. It's not as bad, but as what you're. Oh, this is Jonathan Fakes. I totally forgot.
Wow.
Now I have to change what I was gonna say. I was gonna say all these bad things about it, but no, I'm just kidding. I'll still say bad things if I had to. Yay! Look, she has her hollow pad. I want a hollow pad. I like how it bobs with her.
I'm just
Do you
so
see
sick
that?
of. I'm sick of transparent holographic displays. I'm so sick of it.
But it's a hollow one makes more sense.
And see, the problem with these hollow screens is they're always parallel to the person, and that's never a way to use a screen when it's like directly parallel to you, and it's like you have to put your hands up and you have to, you know what I mean? It almost seems better if they did it like a more like kind of the way a laptop is. The screen is tilted
You can.
back.
I've seen them
You can change the angle. You know what I mean? They never change.
I've seen them do it
because they don't want to
in-
fuck around with the.
But I've seen them do it. I think in Star Trek Picard, Picard changes the angle of one of his hollow
No,
displays.
I'm not talking about Picard. I'm talking about this show.
I know, but I'm saying it's probably possible to do it.
I'm just saying it's such a tired trope at this point, and it's gonna be so dated. Like holograms in general are cool in sci-fi, like whatever this is, for like visual display purposes.
Oh, it's
Like
the
3D
verb.
view of something.
Yeah.
Like this whole reading and watching things on a transparent screen is the stupidest fucking thing ever.
Have you ever done it? Have you ever actually read something on a transparent screen?
No, I wouldn't want to. Nobody would.
But
Why?
I think I would. I would want to. I want to see what it's like to see if it's actually feasible. Like, because it's in everything. And
That's
now
what I'm saying.
apparently,
it's a trope that started with Minority Report, as far as I can remember. Probably
Hmm.
even before that,
but I'd love to see it just to see how feasible it actually is because apparently this display that we're seeing right now, that's not done in post. That's in camera. Like that display is actually showing. They're somehow projecting that stuff on that display.
oh yeah, it's possible.
But I'd like to see how they do that. I mean, I know that the heads-up display in cars, I've seen one in a Mercedes that was great. I was like very impressed with how like easy it was to read, yet how it didn't distract from driving.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in a car with one of those?
No, I know what you mean though.
Yeah, super cool. Made me
Like,
want to.
I'm not inherently against the idea of glass-like transparent screens. It's just it seems like it would just be easier if it had a solid background. Maybe like transparent, like a digital clock. You ever see those like glass ones that are transparent and things like projected on the plastic of the glass or whatever? Just little things like that don't bother me. It's just like like when they do this in the movies too, where when they're watching a movie, it's always like blurry and like holographic and like distorted looking and transparent. It's like it looks better on fucking DVD than it does the way you guys are watching it in this show, right?
Yeah, it's definitely not. I wouldn't watch a movie on there. But I noticed when Burnham was watching her mom movie, it became solid. Like there was no transparency.
Yeah.
So maybe the display can change based on what you're watching. You know what I mean?
It's just, to me, it's a practical thing. Like, you want to analyze some data on a screen or something, or like read very fast. Wouldn't it just be easier if there was nothing behind it? Like, people say there's people moving behind you or behind the screen and stuff. Not that everybody like would be totally distracted by that. I'm just saying it's just.
I think that's when you turn on, like, I think it's a preference on the computer. I mean, I know why they do it on the show.
It's
I know why.
stylized thing.
Yeah, it's stylized. But just from a technical perspective, there's probably a setting where if it's too distracting in the background, you can just go click a button and it turns the background solid, and then you don't see anything behind the screen.
I like the idea of when you're looking at them from the other side and you see through it, right? You see the actors because that's what it's for, right? So you can see the actors with the fancy display and all in the same shot. And then you cut to the reverse angle of the actor looking at the screen. It's solid. You know what I mean? Transparent on one, like 2A glass. That would be cool. I don't know. Just
I wouldn't care as long as I had I would actually like a transparent display for one reason in real life, which is it would be great to put things like that in the center of a room or like on a kitchen counter, where you could like have it, display basic information, like
Like
in
the weather or
transparency.
something.
Yeah, in transparency mode, and you could still see behind it to see what's going on with like your kids or whatever. But then when you need a recipe or something and you need to read, you just turn it solid, because those displays could technically turn solid. And then in solid mode, you could have one thing on one side and the other thing on the other side, like what you said. So
I think visually they fare. They fare when you have holographic information, like what Detmer was just punching on. That's cool, or whatever. What she was doing, the way that looked was fine. But I think they're just afraid to make the colors solid, to make it actually look like a. Just imagine the L-cars in TNG, but like in the air, as solid as they are. It would look jarring, you know what I mean? Just to an audience, I think.
maybe, I don't know. I like the way it's done on Discovery for the most part. There's sometimes where it's, but yeah. Um. Anyways, that was a great techie tangent.
Yeah.
What did we miss? What did we miss? I wasn't paying attention to
I
it.
don't
No,
know
I'm
what's
just kidding. I
going
was
on
paying
in there.
attention. They discovered the source of the burn, and now they're on books. They're at Book's homeworld. Oh, and they're not allowed to
I'd
attack
be right back.
or interfere
I'd be right back.
with Osiris. Okay,
I said I'd be right back.
all right.
All right. Make it
See
show.
you later. I will.
Make it show.
Audience, what do you think of transparent displays? If you're still there, we probably bored you to death and then you left. Giorgio says she looks like a sperm, and she kind of does. She could play like a sperm in one of those like educational kids programs. I am Giorgio the sperm. Braxton, I have zero interest in watching The Tiger King. Ooh. There was a great speaking of kids programs, like this guy who dressed up in like a bodysuit that had like his organs and stuff. He would teach you on TV how to take care of your organs and body. And as a kid, I even remember feeling embarrassed because the the outfit he wore was quite revealing. Ooh, I'm missing all this stuff about the music. They're probably going over the music and the burn, but I was trying to see. But I do remember liking this scene a lot, where Stamets and Adira play together. PJ's food probably arrived in. Yeah, Discovery's jump look cool. Accent. The new Discovery, the new Discovery. I see you're a little behind us. This is so nice. What a nice scene. It's so beautifully lit too. This is I remember looking this up because I know it's nice to have like modern music in Star Trek and stuff, but I have always enjoyed, especially in TNG, when they had like little concerts with concert music and, classical type stuff, and so this like totally touched my buttons.
Oh yeah, I totally know what you're saying.
Welcome back, PJ. Did your food? You couldn't take anymore? You had to eat. You're hangry.
No, no, I had to do something, man. Stop butting into my business
Wow.
every day, man, with this fucking pestering.
every day.
It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You up? You up?
Oh my!
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I
For
know
the
you're
people.
kidding. The audience doesn't know.
Yeah, just have to let them know that.
I thought that was funny though. Um, Quijon, that's the name of the planet. I love this scene how when Rin walked in. Oh, I love that they're
Oh,
acting
I love the
against each other
Quiznos
too.
guys too.
They're so good. Oh,
Viridian Star.
does it make it? Is it like a lot of actors try to keep their marital status private, actors and actresses, and their sexuality private because they want to kind of have that mystery to appeal to the widest audience. Do you feel like you can't crush on Tilly when you see her husband like acting across, not Tilly's, but Mary Wiseman's husband, like in the same scene as her?
No, that doesn't affect anything. I'm not crushing on Tilly all the time either.
Oh,
I
okay,
think
okay.
Mary Wiseman's nice.
She is.
I think she's a nice lady. Nice lady.
Look
by
at
the
these
way,
things.
Did you see the new trailer for Space Jam 2 with Sneako Martin Green?
I did see it. It looked great. It did. I did see it.
When I was
And the
watching,
animation looks really good too.
I was a kid again. I was like, yeah, go. Yeah, Animaniacs.
Did you see the
Apparently
the Netflix trailer for He-Man?
Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. If someone said Mark Hamill is Skeletor,
Yep.
that's awesome. You'll never get my balls, He-Man, because I have none. Ha, 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 ha.
Here's a gangster brother. Oh, that's cool. We found
Did
out
you say
his
I'm not
name.
T-Rex anymore?
T-Rex. He's like the musician. Yeah, I am not T-Rex anymore. I am now a musician
I'm no
named
T-Rex
T-Rex.
no more. I was never a dinosaur. He's my brother. Oh no, not her encephalographic readings.
I was trying to turn my lights on. We have the prettiest sunset happening right now outside.
Sorry,
Oh,
I'm still not sure about
remember that effect? I don't know about that.
Yeah. Oh, and
Really
look.
weird.
Now she's like practically all CG in that scene
I'm not sure.
when they showed her just there. Sun.
She's like, son of a bitch.
I fear we will never find out anything about this little vision.
She talks about it at some point, doesn't she?
At the end, yeah, in the Carl episode.
I love this very modern apartment.
I mean, homes don't really change, I feel like, too much, right? Like what people are going to live in igloos.
No, man, I
or
like
something?
it as a setting for this. I mean,
Oh, okay.
to me, what I see is a home in somewhere in Ontario, and some of them look like really modern. I mean, they don't look like traditional. And I find using that for sci-fi often works because it's unconventional.
It makes sense.
It's not something that you see every day.
It'd be cool if they showed up and he was like in a
Sometimes
Victorian
it's a little
house.
too plain though. Like in Picard when he visits Starfleet headquarters, it's like like an old convention center with like some holographic bullshit going on here and there, and it's like that's it. Like the escalators are literally made in 1984. But then how much would escalators change over time? Like how much would they need to? I love that word, Viridian. They say that in Generations, right? They're like, Mostel talk Viridian. Can you please get a message? Thank you. Thank you, sir. He's so nice. He's so proper. He's almost whispering. It's like, okay. Hello, Osira. How are you today? I will murder you all. I don't think so.
Wow.
Wow, I can barely move my mouth. Doug Jones has some difficulty, but he overcomes it. Like he's and her words are enunciated in a way where like you can understand her. But you can see, man, she's struggling. I give all the respect for any actor who gets under that stuff, foam latex and whatnot, especially when it's like full faced or full head. It's just ugh. I've heard of people talk about it and it doesn't sound nice. It's like torturous. It's depending on who you are, I guess. It's hot. It's claustrophobic. It feels like bugs crawling on your skin.
I would do it just to be a guest star on Star Trek, though. Prisoner. Send that prisoner.
She has a weird mixed American-British accent.
Mm-hmm.
She's like trying to be Frasier or something. I don't know. Frasier Niles.
Wow, this is like intense. They don't really explain. I guess that's because book is going to continue, but like they both have this thing, but not all of their people have this thing, like this power or ability. Or did they explain it? I can't remember.
All I know is that they figure out by the end of this episode.
And what was he about to do?
Was ask the creatures to fly into the ocean.
And what was he gonna do? Like when he lit that thing up, was he gonna do like a Hadouken or something? Like what was gonna happen when he got angry?
Her spruiken?
Isn't it Hadouken or what
I don't
is
know.
it? Hadouken!
I honestly do not care much about this episode, to be totally straight. And so like the details, I'm not really absorbing. Or didn't the first couple times I saw it.
I like it. I don't love it, but I do like it. I think that's right. This was like one that like I think even Toddy was like, "Oh, I usually love Jonathan Frakes episodes, but I didn't love this one."
It's like, what do we care about Osira? It's just like an introduction to her and how powerful she is, and
I think we were excited about her still at this point, but having known her ending, it's like not interesting anymore because I think that she could have been a cool character to to have lived and escaped and maybe caused trouble down the line.
yeah.
But they just like I forget what they did. They shoved her into a computer and then she shot her. That's right. Burnham shoves her into a computer and then blasts her.
They Superman 3'd her.
Yeah, they Superman 3'd her. I mean, she is also confusing because, or interesting, I guess, but confusing to me because she's not just like, she does a few things that are good, like maybe 3 things that are good, but then everything else she does is fucking evil as fuck. Like that's
I have to point out that the makeup looks the best here, and then it doesn't look quite as good anytime else.
Mm.
You can see the struggling in the mouth area, like but it's a clever thing because they have to make it so they can move their mouth. Like with the rail, sometimes in close-ups you could see the corners of her mouth cracked off, like the latex.
Oh.
Yeah, in episode 5 of season 1 is a good example of that. You can see her lips start to move independently from the prosthetic.
Oh,
Same
Braxton.
thing with Takuma had a couple of little flaws you can
Flaws?
see.
They could be latex people wrinkles. I was trying to say earlier that it's like how Odo could never perfectly make a humanoid shape. That's what they look like. They're all founders. Margot Kidder's daughter looks just like her. That's her niece, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but
She's
maybe
her
she has a
yeah.
daughter that actually does. Let's see. Margot Kidder's daughter.
I can't believe that 930 years later, and they still have photon torpedoes. Ooh, did you hear that? Like a little bit of.
I don't agree that Margot Kidder's daughter looks. I think this actress.
This actor, it is cool to see a planetary shield, or like a shield over a forest. Ruben, I love that Ruben pops in just to wish us well every time. It's very nice.
It's like I'm in between loading video games.
Speaking of which, Ruben, if you're still listening, you're invited to Starfleet Boy After Dark. I'll send you a link. I'll send you in Shaka Zulu.
We will prevent Osira from committing atrocities as Starfleet protocol also demands. Yes, sir. Mr. Bryce, open shipwide channel.
Yep. Computer. Override security encryption authorization code QLR 854548.
Yeah, you said it. You said it was she was saying it. How? If you could read my mind. What's that song from Superman 1? It's a stupid
Can
poem.
you read my mind? Barbara Streisand, if I'm not mistaken, sings like a great cover of it. Da 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 da. And then there's that the poem that you're talking about is kind of creepy. It's like, I'm like a child.
Oh, God.
In your arms, helpless, Superman.
We gotta outrun these explosions.
I like this part's all good. The action. Pew pew pew. Oh yeah, Detmer gets like, she gets like, she and Rin have that adventure.
Captain, I know where the weaknesses are in their shields.
For book's sake.
In their defensives.
Oh, instead of for Pete's sake, I'm gonna start saying for book's sake.
I can't believe they're giving other characters lines.
You can't what?
Can't believe they're giving other characters lines.
Yeah, it's one of the highlights of this whole season. Do it, Detmer. Come on, let's go. Da, 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 da.
A double Detmer.
Whoa! Did you see that launch? What happened to like coming out of the base slowly?
I watched half of Thor: The Dark World, and the Dark Elf ship is a lot like
Looks
Book's
like
ship.
this. You're right. All right, I'm gonna go full screen. I have to watch this in full screen. It's really exciting to me. I'm in full screen now, so I can't see the chat. Wow.
That's funny because he doesn't know what cats are.
Yeah. A flurkin. It's a flurkin. Whoa. This looks so good. In the moment, it looks good. I can pick it apart later. That was like
They
a weird
should not
thing.
be
How
able
big
to see that in detail.
in detail? Yeah, it should.
No.
It should look like a little.
Shouldn't look
Although-
like, I don't think they should see it at all, really. But depending on how big the ship.
Now, I did notice this time around that the previous shot showed that it is in a very low orbit.
Okay.
I did notice that this time. So, and someone had pointed out to me when we had our Starfleet Boy discussion, but I didn't notice it back then. I was like really upset
I
about
don't know,
it.
but
So,
still,
yeah.
even in low orbit, it should be like a dot at the most. You know what I mean?
No, you can see like airplanes are in low orbit. No, but you're right.
Look
No,
at,
you're
like,
right.
They're
You're
not.
right. You're right.
They're not in the atmosphere or anything.
I mean, they are in the atmosphere, but they're not in the lower atmosphere.
Yeah, they're not close enough to be seen. I don't think.
But you don't see a plane when it's at 30,000 feet.
Well,
You only see it when it's
like-
closer.
Like you gotta look at how big is that biggest ship compared to say our moon.
That's true.
Think
Or
about how far away that would be. How far away it would look in the sky if we were to see it.
I think that ship is at least the size of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. So you have to imagine how like the Burj Khalifa would look. The Wiz Khalifa.
I hate that these antennae were.
I know,
severed.
chopped off,
And he
and that
never
they're not
gets them
growing back.
back.
Yeah, it sucks. This is a Jonathan Frakes thing. He loves the joysticks, and those are like joysticks, like when you play like Oculus or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like funny.
Just like the insurrection joystick was
Yeah,
something from the 90s, right?
Right? It's so true that you can buy it like Radio Shack. That's great.
Yeah, Riker's all like, I'm going to be Brer Rabbit or some crap. See, this is his Insurrection of Discovery episodes.
It's true. It is Insurrection of Discovery.
Or like this, I don't buy people starving in this century. And
What do you think of what?
how the syndicate is so powerful that they can control the fact that, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. I don't know enough about it, and I don't care to know really. Because Osiris is just a here and gone kind of villain. I mean, they could have had her survive and be a bigger threat later, but then again, it's like, why? So just kill her off and then move on to something else. Do you think next season they're gonna have an actual like villain, like Osira, that they introduce halfway through or something like that, or like they talk about?
I have no clue, but I hope we get something completely different.
It's like,
But yeah,
damn, that Sean B is out there. Sean B, who's Sean B? Oh, he's some renegade Vulcan.
Sean B.
It's like, why is he called Sean B? That's his rap name. And it's like, we don't see him for half the season. And then like he shows up, he's Jamie Kennedy with the Vulcan ears and stuff. He's like, yo, yo, yo. And it's like, what has become of Trek?
Is this what Trek?
These very modern villains, right? Well, not modern actually. That kind of white boy act is dated now.
Let me tell you, watching this in 6K on full screen is insane.
It's not 6K. What are you talking about?
No, my screen is 6K. Sorry, watching this on a 6K screen on full screen is pretty awesome.
My screen is 9K.
Is it?
No.
Oh wow.
I don't even know what Ks are.
You're probably at 4K. It's pretty standard these days.
Oh yeah, probably. You've just sealed your own fate. Now bow to the mighty O'Shriver.
So much glitching.
That's how you make it sci-fi.
Bzz.
If only there's some form of technology that could produce food out of thin air. Nobody even mentions replicator. Like, nobody even brings up like does she not allow that to happen? Is like she have control over replicators? And you think replicator technology is something you could like? It wouldn't be like a big microwave. You could hide it. I mean, your replicator technology could literally be in your badge. You know what I mean, or something small.
Hey, son of a red shirt. I think 6K is the limit of human perception. Anything above that, you would probably need some sort of enhancement. But hi, how's it going? And then good evening. Hope you're having fun on my way out. They've just opened patio dining in Toronto. In T dot, going to take advantage. Good episode. Huge mistake killing off Kidder's character. Lost potential. Nice.
I thought they were going to be like, you are my fire.
PJ, we have to do this. Himo hamo kappa. Hamashine.
What?
Do you know the chant? Come on, let's make the. Never
I can't
mind.
hear it. Oh, I can't say. I don't even. That's a made up language. It has a South American / Middle Eastern vibe to it.
They actually have linguists come up with this stuff, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like
Carry on.
I always found it interesting how in TNG the aliens always just spoke very clearly, but in some cases aliens would have certain accents, and like maybe that accent that is being translated is the closest thing to what.
Right. I remember
sound
this was
like
my
if they spoke
favorite part
English.
of this episode. This is this whole thing that they're doing here. I really enjoyed, especially they explained it really well. The transfer of how that thing's enhancing their signal or whatever, and it looks like TNG.
This
My
is where
nostalgia.
This is where they're raising Chucky from the Abu de Dambella. Give me the power, I beg of you.
I can't believe you went there. Oh my god, yes. That's that was good. That was good. Look, they're like emo about it. Aw. Mixed episode, mixed bag this episode. I've never driven manual.
I like the little give them moments like this, like
Yeah.
you don't need to circle around the table like we're gonna lose attention for 2 seconds.
But you saw that was a smooth circle. Like it was it wasn't like the shaky cam and the circling.
That's what I'm saying though. Like if it's a circle like that lasts a couple of seconds, just to illustrate them all smiling and laughing.
Nice.
I hate it when they do the spinning around
Yeah.
it, like where there's a whole thing where they're spinning. Oh no!
They set this thing up, and I was hoping that there was going to be like a romance, and that Tilly was going to have
a big disappointment, isn't it?
Yeah, super disappointing.
Knowing when you know where it goes.
Yeah, but all my hopes were up though. At this point, I remember.
Oh my hopes!
Did you see that? Do you see? There's this like awesome artist who does these Rin portraits. Like, there's so many of them, and they look like they should be printed on velvet. Like, have you ever seen a velvet painting, like a painting on velvet? It's like the best thing ever. It's like
I've seen paintings on all kinds of materials.
Well,
I'm very well versed in painting. No, I know what you mean.
I would love a Rin velvet portrait. It would be amazing.
I usually seen most paintings on a canvas with some liquid white as a base, and then it's like, that Bob Ross style of shit.
Yeah.
Like you can layer it and change it and blend colors. Big old happy clouds up here.
This is cool that Book has a family and Burnham's like warming up to them and stuff, and it's cool. I like all this. Ash was such a loser compared to Book. I hate to say it.
You sound stupid coming out your mouth.
T-Rex.
Call me T-Rex, you bastard. Don't ever call me Book again. I will not do his accent. It's okay. It's okay to do Book's accent because it's British. And that's my heritage. Irish and British are my heritage. I'm as white as white can be.
You get a free pass if you're a good impressionist, and you're a good impressionist. Just letting you know from the...
Well, remember Chris Kattan used to do on SNL at the Antonio Banderas. How do you say
yeah,
yes
that's
show?
right. That's right. Later, brother. Oh, this is another sweet scene. Discovery season 3 is definitely, I think, my favorite season, pound for pound. There's like a lot of great moments in it.
It needs that. It needs that '80s piano music. Dun, 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 dun. You know, like at the end of an episode when it's all nighttime and stuff. You know, that
Yeah.
'80s synth and synth mixed with piano. There's no music behind this at all.
I know, and I was thinking about this today. As much as I like Jefferson Russo's music, I was noticing TNG had a lot of silent moment, like non-accompanied by music moments,
They always
and
save the music for the swelling
for like
up of
swelling
some
up
kind of
and things like
tension.
that. Yeah. But I do appreciate Jeff
It's
Russo is such a great composer
kicking
that I
in
don't
now, though, isn't
mind.
it?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. There's a little piano.
It's all very it's all very competent television composition. You know,
Mm-hmm.
nothing's like, oh my god, I really remember this, except for the theme. Like the theme is the most bombastic thing. But in big action scenes, I never remember the theme unless they kick in
Oh,
a
that's
little bit of
nice, yes.
TOS or
I
some other themes kick in there. Like I'll like
I
look
like
up.
there's a lot of good motifs that stick in my head from Discovery, but it's because I'm a soundtrack person. I download them and listen to them and over, so I remember them that way. But you're right. It's very competent in the sense that it doesn't detract, right? It doesn't like distract you during the show.
And the Discovery theme is always like in there somewhere as
Da, da. Yeah, there's like a couple notes from it here and there. It's nice.
I want to go on this journey with you, and if you would take my hand. You sound like Jason Statham now. You want to go on this ride with me? Take my hand
Will you take my bloody hand?
on this magic carpet ride.
Uh, This is so cute. I love this. Look at how happy she is. Burnham's not like.
That's all that. The scene between two of them is so well framed and lit.
Yep.
Like the dark background and like it looks like nighttime on the ship.
Look at this. Look at this. That smile. Come on. Makes me want to have a boyfriend. Done.
Yeah.
Good episode. It was decent. It was a really good episode.
The next one is Bye Bye Giorgio.
Oh yeah, Terra Firma
Parts
Part 1
1 and 2.
and 2. And Hello Carl. Maybe we can do it this weekend if you're down, Peter.
Maybe.
Cool.
All right, folks. Well.
Oh, can I promote Starfleet Boy After Dark?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So we're gonna do Starfleet Boy After Dark, probably at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna talk about Superman and Lois, about Loki again. Although go and listen to the Loki discussion PJ and I had over on Starfleet Boy After Dark yesterday, and just anything else that anyone wants to talk about. So we'll see you there.
All right. And there might be some Star Trek updates on Strange New Worlds and its filming schedule,
Oh yes. Okay. Excellent.
which it's already known, but like we're moving along at a good pace. Let's just say that.
Absolutely. Episode 8, I think, was filming today, if I'm not mistaken. There was some stuff on Twitter. I saw that.
All right. Good night.
Good night, Brax.